by Elisha, McCreery. I hope I said that right. So, this one is for you. Today's request is a very interesting one, guys. Elisha requested that I test all the sugar-free colas to see which one is the best. So I have 0 sugar Coca-Cola. I have Diet Coca-Cola. I then have Diet Pepsi. And finally, Pepsi Max. And now, Mr. Ex-President Barack Obama has made a new fine to dye my hair blue. So it's not costing me any money. I've just got to dye my hair blue. So thank you, Mr. Ex-President. Now, as always, I'm going to use Skeletor, the Glass of Doom. And I'm also going to be answering your questions, guys, while I do this. So, it should be interesting. Okay, guys, the first one I'm going to go for is Diet Coca-Cola. Okay, this one is going to be going up against the no sugar Coca-Cola. So let's open this. This one I couldn't get in a can anywhere, which was really frustrating, but it shouldn't make any difference. Okay, I've got this. I'm only going to be drinking a tiny little bit of these, guys. So, I'll be doing the ice swirling at the end, because I'm going to drink the winner. Okay, let's have a little drop of this. This is the Diet Coca-Cola. Okay. I'm not a big fan, if I'm honest. Can really taste the artificial sweetener. You get this artificial sweetener taste after. So I'm not a big fan of that one. Right, so now let's try the Coca-Cola 0 sugar. Let's pour this in. Cheers, guys. Down the hatch. That has much more of a Coca-Cola taste. You still get the artificial sweetener taste after. But I think that definitely has more of a Coca-Cola taste, a more fuller taste. So that's good. So the zero sugar has won that one. Now it's time for my favourite drinks, the Pepsi. First, I'm going to try the Diet Pepsi. Look at these cool little cans, guys. They're a bit of a rip-off because they still charge the same as the other cans and you get like half in it. But I'm not here to complain. Okay, let's pour this in. Oh, you're certainly getting some fizz there, guys. Okay, let's have a little sip of this. Again, a lot of artificial sweetener aftertaste. Again, I'm not a fan. Okay, so now let's try my favourite, I have to be honest, sugar-free drink, and that is the one and only Pepsi Max. But is it the one and only? We're gonna have to see. Again, a nice little fizz coming from the can. This should be interesting. Okay. Now this is usually my favourite sugar-free drink, but if this one is better than that one, I'm then going to put it against the Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Cheers. Oh, that is so close to actual Pepsi. You don't get hardly any aftertaste of the artificial, I keep saying that, artificial sweeteners. It is good. Okay, so I was kind of expecting that, guys, if I'm honest, that the Pepsi Max won that one easily. Don't like the diet ones at all. So, or what is gonna win out of these two? What will it be? I'm actually gonna try the Pepsi first, and I'm also, first of all, gonna cleanse my palate with some water. Just to clean the palate so that I can do this properly, because this is very important to me. What one do you think's gonna win, guys? I'm gonna try this Pepsi first. Okay, here we go. Well, you're sure getting plenty of fizzing noises in this one. Cheers, guys. This is the Pepsi Max. really tasted that now. Oh, that is nice. That is really good. If you want sugar-free Pepsi, go for the Pepsi Max, because that is so close to the actual Pepsi. And now I'm gonna cleanse the palate again. Okay. And now this is zero sugar Coca-Cola. Cheers, guys. Okay, I've got to make a confession. First of all, when it comes to the drinks with sugar, I do prefer Pepsi to Coke. So I'm gonna go for the winner as the Pepsi Max. But if you prefer Coca-Cola and you want a sugar-free one and you're like me and you just can't get the sugar ones anywhere, get zero sugar Coca-Cola. That, again, has the Coca-Cola taste. Another thing, you still get more of that artificial sweetener aftertaste with that than you do with the Pepsi Max. Okay, so I'm now going to answer your questions while I drink the Pepsi Max. Okay, here we go, guys. Into Skeletor, the Glass of Doom we go. And now some ice swirling for my friend Laura. I love these cans, they're so cool, but just wish you got more in them. Okay, here we go, guys. Oh. The aftertaste is so slight with the Pepsi Max. You can hardly taste it at all. It's very subtle, and that's why I like it. That is so close to actual Pepsi. But like I said, go for the zero. Guys, avoid the diet ones. Don't go for the diet ones. Go for Pepsi Max if you like Pepsi. And go for Coca-Cola zero sugar if you like Coca-Cola. Right, cheers again. I do like Pepsi. And Pepsi Max. In a world which I live in that is now just buying Coca-Cola or Pepsi Cola with sugar possible, then that is actually pretty good. Very good, in fact. Right, it's now time for some of your questions. It's from my friend Nad. I haven't seen him in a while, so hi Nad. Good to see you, mate. He said 3 things I would do if I won the lottery. Well, 1, I would move out of here and get my own house. A nice house, somewhere nice, and have all nice furniture in it, and a nice big 4K TV, OLED, or they've got one now, because with OLED apparently you get screen burn, which I don't really care about, but basically what it is I'm going to give you a little lecture now, guys. This will put you to sleep. You think, oh no, Jeff's going to start now his technical nonsense. The way OLED works is it has no backlight. Like an LED or LCD TV, they all need a backlight, and even though the backlight can dim, it can't switch off. So the black levels are never as good. You can never get true deep black. Whereas with an OLED switches off. So it can switch off in dark parts and you get true deep black. And especially in night scenes, you'll have all the dark bits deep black and all the colour will burst out like you used to get on CRT TVs, okay? But OLED gives you screen burn, or burn-in as you call it in the United States. What that means is if you have an image on there too long, you will see that image still slightly there. Like that. You get that? Right. Now they have micro LED. And what that does is every single pixel is an OLED. So it will turn off all these pixels individually, which will eliminate screen burn. So I would get probably an 8K, not a 4K, I want an 8K now. I've changed my mind, I've won the lottery. And so I'll get an 8K big OLED TV, micro LED TV, and everything else. I'd like a swimming pool, and I'd like a gym, and I'd like a bowling alley, and I'd like a big snooker room with a big snooker table in it, and also a pool table next to that. I'd like waterfalls in my back garden. I'd get a really nice big house like that. Not particularly a big house, but I'd have a really nice big backyard, so I can have a pool and have all the waterfalls and everything. So that would be 1. 2, I would carry on doing this. YouTube. I wouldn't give it up. Because this, although it's a job that I really enjoy. I really do, and I enjoy sharing these videos with you guys. So I would feel as if I'm turning my back on you if I just said, oh well, I don't need the money. I don't do this purely for the money. I also do it because I do genuinely enjoy it. I really, really do. So I would so miss it if I didn't do it. So that would be 2. 3, I honestly don't know. just be happy to have all the money, live somewhere nice in a nice house, and have everything I want in it, and just to carry on doing this, carry on doing YouTube. I'll tell you what I'd have for number 3 then. I'd get a Mercedes S-Class and get a chauffeur, because I'm not allowed to drive because I have epilepsy, and I've got to be seizure free for 2 years, which is never ever ever happens. I'll be fine for a year and a half and then boom, I think, oh, I've blown it again, you know. Yeah, so I'm not allowed to drive, so I would have someone drive me. There you go, that'd be the 3rd one. So thank you for that, Nad. It's good to see you, and thank you for a great question. This next question is from the Blu-ray Collector, and he asks, what recording software do I use? I use Audacity. I'm sure that's what it's called. Audacity. Yeah, I use that. It's very simple to use and it's very good. Not that I need to much, because I usually just record this sound now directly onto the editing software. But if I have to record separately, it's with Audacity. So thanks for the question. The next question is from Ali Katniss 37, and she asked a very good question. I hope it's a she. If you're a guy, I do apologise. She says, do I find it hard to not gain weight eating all the nice food that I eat? I do actually find it difficult. I was getting quite a bit overweight, but I started eating a lot healthier and exercising a little bit more. I do a lot of walking, and I eat things like tuna salad and chicken salad, stuff like that. I do have the odd sinful treat, especially if it's requested. But if it's a request that something isn't particularly healthy, I make sure I do it at the weekend, because I do like to have a little treat at the weekends, so I'll do that then. But my weight is kind of okay now. I went to the doctors and was weighed, and the weight was fine, my blood pressure was fine, so and I have lost a little bit of my belly. I do have a bit of a belly, but it's not too bad now, so I have definitely lost a little bit of weight, which is always good. But yeah, I think as long as I'm sort of healthy that way, then it's all good. But yeah, I mean, I do try now to not eat as much junk food, even though it does seem like I eat a lot. But a lot of the sort of junk food videos I do are filmed at the weekends, so I'll do that as my sinful treat. But yeah, it's a great question. Thank you for the question. This next one comes from Kevin 2001. Thank you, Kevin, it's good to see you too. He says, what is your best childhood memory and why? I think I remember once, because I hated going to school when I was little. I really did, I really hated it. But I remember one day it was like, on a Sunday I would just be so down and unhappy, and everyone knew it was because I had school the next morning, because I'd have like the weekend, and I'd be so used to being, because I used to go out and play with my friends and ride my bike and stuff like that. You know, I just used to enjoy all that free time. It was awesome. And then I had to go back to school, so on a Sunday evening I was just sitting there, I was so unhappy. But one day the heating went in my school, and so I had to be off school. We couldn't go because it was winter and the heating went. And I just remember I was so happy, and so instead that Monday I didn't have to go to school. And I remember my dad, he took me up the West End to Chinatown, because I loved Bruce Lee at the time, and he drove me up to Chinatown, and we went in this shop sold nunchucks, and it had every single Bruce Lee book that they had that was out, and it had one of them was like all of his films, like The Big Boss, Fist of Fury, Game of Death, Enter the Dragon, and it would have all the pictures from the whole of the film going through it, and also I used to read them, and it used to tell you all the stories about what went on during the making of them and everything. So he would take me up there and always buy me a couple of books. Yeah, so that was a brilliant childhood memory. Also, I think just living down my old street, I used to love it there, because we lived in this house, and it had, the rooms downstairs were quite small, but it had a living room, then it had another room, then it had a kitchen, then it had another room at the back. So although the rooms were not huge, there was still a lot of rooms. And then upstairs we had these 3 bedrooms, and they was all huge. Even the smallest room was like fantastic. It was like I had like plenty of room in there. And I made a disco floor. I loved the film Saturday Night Fever, and so I got this big piece of cardboard and some felt tip pens, and I drew out the pattern. It's got like the cross and the little squares around each of the corners, and I coloured them all in. And my dad got me this light. It was just like a normal lamp, but it had all different coloured lenses in it. And when you turned it on, the lamp sort of shade would turn, and it would reflect all the light onto my wall. So I had this big cardboard dance floor, and the soundtrack to Saturday Night Fever on cassette. I used to play it on my little cassette player, and turn out all my lights and have all the flashing lights and pretended I was John Travolta. So it's just, you know, childhood memories. Another one, I've got so many. Another one is when I went to see Star Wars with my dad. That was an amazing experience. I'll never forget that. It was just fantastic. I probably told you the story before. I went to see it at the Dominion Theatre in London, and everyone said, "Oh, the screen is huge. The screen is huge. It's awesome." And they played these trailers, and the screen didn't look any bigger than a normal cinema. And my dad went, "Oh, a bit disappointed. It don't look that big, does it?" And then this guy came on, and he sort of said, "Oh, welcome. I hope you enjoy this new movie, blah, blah, blah." And then he said, "May the force be with you." And then the curtains opened more and more and more and more and more, until this screen was absolutely huge. And it was in stereo. It was the first time I'd ever heard stereo in a cinema. And also had a subwoofer built under the stage, so, you know, when it ship come over, the whole of your seat was vibrating and rumbling. And then when that ship comes, and it just keeps coming and coming and coming and coming, oh, guys, it blew my mind. And I'll never forget it. And even my dad was impressed, and he went, "Oh wow, I thought that screen was small, but it was just covering it with the curtains." They sort of drew back, and this screen was huge. It was fantastic. So there, great question, Kevin. But I do have so many memories. It's hard to think of one in particular, but that's a few memories that I have as a child that I just love, that stick with me. So thanks for the question, Kev. Now, this next thing isn't a request, but I am going to do this for Beth Snow. Now, Beth said that her dog, whenever I start talking, his ears prick up and he starts watching. So I asked her if she'd like me to call him. And she said yes, so I'm going to give this a go. His name is Teddy. 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 Here, boy. Here, Teddy. Let me know if he took any notice. I can't wait to say this guy's name. This is the next question. This is from Tyler. Tyler McCracker Jacker. Tyler McCracker Jacker. Tyler McCracker Jacker. That's the most fantastic name. He said that I said I like rock, but do I like metal? Yes, I do. I don't know what you'd class as metal, but I love Megadeth and Metallica and Testament, Iron Maiden, loads of different bands like that. So yeah, I really do. I once bought an album by a band called Death, and I can't remember what it was called, but it had these. I'd never heard them before, but there was nothing new from Metallica or Megadeth or anyone around, so I thought, oh, I'll give this a try. And I remember opening it. I got bought the CD, and the inlay card, whatever it is, the little booklet, really smelled like a decomposing body. I think they'd done it deliberately. And it had all these tracks on it, like regurgitating guts. And the music was great, but it was a bit too heavy for me, like with the singing. But yeah, I love metal, and I love your name. The next question is from Mathias. I'm not gonna even try and attempt the rest of his name. He said, "What do I have to do to get as much clout as Maybelline and Laura?" Well, you're always commenting on my stuff, so I'm gonna put a picture up of him and give him a little shout out. There you go, guys, that's my friend Mathias. Mathias, where are you from, by the way, man? I'm not sure what name that is. I'm not sure if is it Swedish or Polish. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, mate. But it's good to see ya. The next question is from Aaron Dixon, and this is a really good one. I might wrap it up actually with this one. It says, what are your top 3 favourite games or series? I think I'll go with the series. Number 3 is The Devil series. I love them. I really want a fourth, so I'm going to do a joint second and cheat. Can I have a sort of do for my second? Because I love Devil May Cry, but I also love Tomb Raider, and I also love Silent Hill. So I want to say number 2 is Tomb Raider and Silent Hill. They're 2 of my favourite. I can't leave them out. I have to include Devil May Cry, and I have to include Tomb Raider, but then I have to include Silent Hill. So yeah, I'm gonna go for top 4 if that's alright. I'll say number 4 is Devil May Cry. Number 3 is Tomb Raider. Number 2 is Silent Hill. And number 1, in case you haven't guessed, can you guess, guys? Yeah, you've got it. Is Resident Evil. I love Resident Evil so much. It's my favourite game series. It's what got me back into gaming, if I'm honest, because I started gaming again around 1992, 93, but then in 94 I stopped. I went over to music, started recording albums and stuff at home, and it wasn't until I got a PlayStation for my stepson for Christmas in, I think it was 96, and my nephew said, I've got a game you're gonna love, and he showed me Resident Evil, and I said, oh yeah, I love it, and I just played it and played it and played it. It's fantastic, but so are all those other games, guys. Check them out. Fantastic. Great question, Aaron. What are yours? What's your top 3? Let me know in the comments. Do you know what I really want to do, guys? Hang on, I'm supposed to be drinking. Is I want to do a live stream, and I want you all to join. And I want you to ask me some questions, but I also want to ask you questions because I want to get to know you as well. Because you're all so cool, and I feel as if I really know you all like friends because you're all commenting so often. And I want to ask you a few questions as well. That'd be so cool. I really want to do that. But I know the time thing might be a bit of a problem for like people in America and Australia and stuff. So if you could sort of let me know what sort of time you join, I'll try and live stream it at that sort of time, so it's sort of convenient for everyone to like come and join. I'd love to do that, guys, because I'd love to get to know you as well, because you're all fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up, guys, but a couple of little shout outs first. Okay, I'm not gonna say the name, I'm just gonna put the name up, just in case I get YouTube saying, oh, that's inappropriate, it's not, and they demonetize me. It's a great name. She has a great ASMR channel, guys, so go and check her out. She's awesome. I've only just discovered her, and she has a great channel, so check her out. Also, check out Miss Smiley 78. She hasn't made too many videos, but she made one. The last one she made was here in my studio. I let her use my studio for a 4% of her earnings on the video, because I let her use this, my glass of doom. So go and give her 1 million views, guys, then I'll get some money out of that. And also I'm going to say a hello to my very special friend Maybelline. here for you, love. Okay, if you need me, just message me. I'll always get back. Yeah, so she's awesome, as always. As all of you are, guys. Okay, I'm going to wrap this video up. I've got a lot more coming. I'm going to finish this. Tell you what I'm going to do as well. I'm going to give one more shout out. I've just thought of him. He's a very good friend of mine called Whistler D. Go and check him out. He's the loveliest guy. Again, he does nice sort of natural ASMRs like myself. He's got a really big glass of ice too. Okay, check him out as well, guys. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. Please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel if you like me and you haven't subscribed already. And remember to hit that notifications bell so that you're notified whenever I upload a new video. I will be back very soon with, I don't know what yet, got a lot more coming up, guys. So stay tuned. Like I said with the requests, if your request hasn't come up, say after 2 weeks, remind me, because what happens is I get so many comments, get a lot of comments, and sometimes the requests can get lost in an ocean of comments. So if you find I haven't uploaded your request yet, then remind me. Say, oi, Jeff Music Man, where is my request? Mate, bro, dude, whatever, okay? Where's ASMR Martian as well? I hope you're watching ASMR Martian. She's wonderful. Check her out, guys, if you haven't already. Talk to you soon. She's sending me a package of, I don't know what it is. I'm so excited. I can't wait for it to come. She sent it all the way from the US, so I'll be getting that hopefully within the next few weeks, hopefully, and I'll be doing whatever it is she sent me. But again, another great ASMR channel. I love videos where people just sit there rambling and eating or drinking or whatever, or chewing, whatever. It's how I like it. It's just relaxing and comfortable for me. You know, I don't like it too professional. You know, and I like having a little laugh with you guys too. I find that hopefully it's a little bit more relaxing for you too. Okay, I'm rambling, guys. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go because I'm just rambling. I'll be back. But in the meantime, have yourselves a wonderful, peaceful day. All they had was a plastic. Damn cars. Ow, balls. Pardon I, windy pops. It's okay, guys. My house wasn't burning down. Please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe to my video